So if you've been following my videos on my social media, you'll probably know that I'm currently 3 weeks into a cut. And as I haven't made one of these informative videos for a while, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about what I'm doing with my training and what you should be doing with your training if you have just started a cut or if you're thinking about starting one. So first off, if you don't know what the term cutting means, I'm going to explain it real quick. So cutting is trying to lose as much fat as you can whilst holding on to as much muscle as you can, and you do this by eating in a calorie deficit, which means you're eating less calories than what you are burning in a day. That's a very brief explanation about what a cut is. Now we got that out of the way, how can you maximize your training so that you're getting the best out of your cut? Well, instead of me just stood here talking into the camera, let's head to the gym.
Gym, yeah, to the fucking gym, 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 gym, yeah, man don't need no trim, man don't need no trim, trim, yeah, to the fucking gym, gym, yeah, to the fucking gym.
Right, there you go. Now you can actually see me training instead of just chatting shit. So on the screen is my back workout. Let's get into this. So first things first, before you jump into any sort of cut, you shouldn't go into it without having decent knowledge of training and nutrition anyway. If you want to get the best results, then you should know what you're doing roughly. You shouldn't be going into it blind. I made that mistake when I first started training, just living off fucking salads and hardly any carbs. Then I was wondering why my strength wasn't getting any better. So learn to walk before you run, basically. In terms of lifting, this shouldn't really change much at all from your bulk. You still need to be shifting some decent weight, getting the heavy sets in, because this, along with good nutrition, is what will help you preserve what you've built over the bulking period. So I would recommend mixing your sets between heavier 6 to 8 reps and then get your lighter 10 to 12 reps in so that you're still getting the volume in, but just remember to keep the intensity high. If anything, you want it to be a little bit higher than your bulking, because when you're bulking you can afford to have longer rest times. When you're cutting, you're better off having shorter rest times, because then obviously you're keeping your heart rate high, which is going to burn those calories. You don't want to be lifting weight that's so heavy that you're having to have longer rest times, so just remember that. And most importantly, form is always more important than weight, so don't be lifting no pussy ass half reps. Make sure you can lift it properly. Lots of people make the mistake of thinking you need to do only high reps on a cut because this is going to tone your muscle. You can't fucking tone a muscle. You literally just need to build it up, and then as your body fat drops lower and lower, that's when you'll see the definition coming in. You can do different exercises to help shape your muscle, but nothing is going to tone it. So don't focus on your weightlifting as the fat loss side of it. Visualize that you're building the muscle and use your nutrition and your cardio to be the fat burning, calorie burning properties. This brings me on to the next topic, which is cardio. Now, how much should you be doing? When should you be doing it? Should you walk? Should you run? Well, the answer is it all kind of depends. Cardio depends really on your lifestyle. If you have an extremely active job, like a builder for example, then chances are you're not going to be needing to do any cardio because you're already going to be burning loads of calories throughout the day. But if you're like me and you have an office job, then cardio is a great tool, emphasis on the word tool, to help put you further into a deficit. So for me, the way I do cardio is I walk to work in the morning and I walk back for lunch and then home in the evening, and then I might add in some HIIT cardio maybe once or twice a week depending on how I'm feeling. I like to do HIIT cardio just because it's quick and effective. You can burn lots of calories in a short amount of time, but it is a hell of a lot more painful than just walking on an incline on a treadmill, so bear that in mind. The last thing I'm going to cover is ab training. People tend to think that you should only train your abs when you start cutting. That is very, very wrong. Your abs are like any other muscle. If you train them when you're bulking, then they will grow and they will look much better when you come to leaning out. But I am guilty of training abs when you're cutting. I guess it's just a mental thing. Don't go on a mad one and do ab exercises every day. You really don't need to. Your core muscles will be worked on your compound lifts anyway, so you're going to get some activation. Just throw in like 15 minutes twice a week of ab exercises or something like that. That's what I do anyway. So I think that's all I'm going to cover in this video. I don't want to make it too long. The short version of this would be keep your training heavy but intense. Use cardio as a tool for being in more of a deficit, but don't rely on it. And get your nutrition dialed in. If you get all that down, then you will be well on your way to being a shredded little bastard. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of video, and if you want me to cover anything else, then drop it down in the comments, because I quite enjoyed making this video. I know I tend to do vlogs, but it is fun to change it up and do stuff like this sometimes. I always appreciate the thumbs up, so if you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up, let me know, show some support, because it does help me out and lets me know that I'm doing something right. I'm off to BODYPOWER tomorrow, which I am extremely excited about. Some of you may be there today. I'm going down Saturday and Sunday, so if you see me, come and say hi. I do actually have some free shit to give away to the first 2 people that come and say hi. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
I don't got reason